Rainbow Six Esports on the Xbox One and soon. Oh, sorry, soon the PS4. I'm your host, Jonathan. Johnny streams Ross, and tonight we have Ignited versus Team Delusion. Of course, if you caught our earlier stream, Cynical, the new Cynical roster, tying Clarity X 6-6. And now we are moving on to Ignited and Team Delusion, just waiting for Delusion to get into the game. Gonna make sure they got their invites, actually. Oops. Here, yeah, just want to make sure that they... Where are they, actually? I actually don't... Here. Where's... This is embarrassing. This may be my fault because I don't think I actually sent them an invite. I think I sent the wrong account invite. Let me just confirm. I 100% did.
I just tried sliding.
And so now we will do this. And... Jeez. There we go. Okay. So now they're coming back. Alright. So sorry about that, everyone. Now Delusion is going to be hopping in. Moving on to game number 2 of the night. Going back to Oregon. Much to my dismay. I like playing Oregon. Oregon's fun to play. I do not like casting Oregon. Because there's not a whole lot that you can do with it. It's harder to cast. There's not as many interesting strategies that you can walk through. So yeah, it's a different style. Definitely a different style. I've tried to re-energize myself. I apologize to everyone for my earlier casting. The Cynical Clarity X game was very exciting. I was not. I am extremely tired. But I did my best. So we are going to be attempting to
Not sure if I got the message or not.
attempting to work through my energy levels, and we're going to hop right into it. Ignited and Delusion. I just need the one check mark from Delusion. Just one. I'm hoping that they don't wait 3 minutes to see this on stream and then hit the check mark. I just need you to hit the check mark. Maybe. I think they're fine. We're just gonna kick it off. Yeah, they're probably okay. And if they're not, then oops. So on to Oregon. Ignited starting off on the attack. Delusion starting off on defense. Of course, earlier in the night we saw some very different... well, we saw a couple standard Oregon bans. There's an early lag out from Fier. I don't know if he wants me to call him Fear or Fire. I'm gonna say Fear for now. So we'll see if he can get back in. Again, Delusion can use that rehost. Capital can be the first off the board. So that'll be that plant coverage utility gone. Effect has also left. They need to all leave before the end of prep phase for there to be a rehost. We'll message him that real quick. Just making sure they know. So Jackal going off the board, as well as the Mira, so stand almost exact same bands. Jackal and the Mira both leaving, and the Legion gone as well. We will be rehosting this game before it even starts, so Delusion is going to... I guess I probably should have waited till they had a check mark. Alright. Well, here's what we will do. Very sorry about this, folks. I must say I'm embarrassed. We'll get Giant and Conman in here. Alright, so I'm actually glad that they finished off the bands. That was Jackal, and it was Capital, and then Mira, and where is the Legion? Okay, well, luckily I don't have to add any round history. I'm gonna make sure that they do not join on the wrong sides. I have done that before. Need to make sure that Delusion is on the orange team. They gotta switch right now, so sorry for the delay. Trying to get this figured out still, as everyone is still rejoining. Looking... Oh, sorry. Oh, here. Yes, I have to fix the title. That's correct. I'm going to do that real quick. Because for whatever reason, using Streamlabs doesn't want to let me fix the title. It still says Week 3 Apex versus Omni. Oops. I think it said that all last stream, too. So yes, I apologize. This is Week 4.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I almost typed in what the last stream was. Ignited. Gee whiz, folks. It's been a rough night. It's been a rough night. There we go. Alright. Fix the title. Just waiting on a couple more players to rejoin. I believe it was the two were originally lagged out. One more. So how's everyone's night going? I'm still having some trouble. It's been a very, very busy week for me during our summer season, for which relegations will start in April. I will have much more time to pay attention, to devote all of my time, I guess, to the league. Yes. Yeah, so they hadn't officially added one of their guys, which I think is why he left, the Grogneck gamer.
It's here with me.
So that's what the rehost was they were just fixing players, I believe. Yeah. Yep, no problem. Yeah, bands are the same. I will see you. Okay. So now, just waiting on Conman, I believe. We gotta get this guy in here.
Well,
Potentially.
okay.
Alright, so we are going to... Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody. We are still trying to work through this. Yeah, I believe Delusion realized they hadn't added one guy, so they had to swap him out. I believe is what the rehost was for. There, Conman's back in. Check marks from both teams, starting it up.
I have some
Same bands. Going now on to the first round, which we hadn't quite started. This is the last week on this channel. I can officially announce we are going to be switching over to the Pro League material main channel. So we finally got the overlays today. Hallelujah. They look absolutely incredible. Go check out Pro League material on Instagram. I think they are in his story if you want to go give those a look. Also on our Instagram page at PLM_arena. Give that a follow and a like as well. You're going to see both 6th picks used. Swifty, the IGL. 4 ignited. Swapping onto the Monty and locking it in. And Conman is going to be switching to a Castle. Yeah, the Bennett was obviously a ploy trying to bait was said unknown. Whew! Trying to bait Ignited into preparing for an upstairs take, which they actually may have with that Monty pick, although Monty is fairly usable on both sites. So they may have temporarily halted. And 2 drones already up. 3. Jeez, Delusion is... Okay, well, they are taking a stance against any form of drone work at all. As you can see, the only 2 drones left alive are the drones that have not entered the building. Translators might try and get his drone downstairs, but they've figured out pretty much all they need to know, that there's a mute and that they're reinforcing standard. So Delusion is probably, with how aggressive their drone hunting, I guess, has been, I would be surprised if they didn't go for a drone image. It doesn't really look like they are. It looks like they're going to go for a 5-man site hold, which is very odd, I guess. Very different, especially with that long hold. Rocco seeing an attacker outside, however, moving back down the stairs as Giant Slayers throws some rounds near him. Swifty moving in. 2 garages are going to see, once again, full utility focused on the downstairs. And the drones will be able to now hop in as Monty moves downstairs. Is able to take out those jammers. Oh, sorry. Sorry. This is a much different attack than what we saw. You see the Hibana of Shadow Dust watching rotations, watching potential flanks from upstairs, and you just see drone work being done. Of course, PR cars, I believe we're just calling him cars, holding, really just kind of holding the meeting hall push. Very different, not a slow attack at all, just waiting to deny the utility. Swifty is going to use one of those smokes. Is going to bait out another smoke grenade with that. So it is really all about utility. You see the Echo, I believe, still has both yokais left remaining. Yes, he only has actually used 1. Swifty is going for the plant. He's going to get hit off of it. Albert, nice job. Actually, Rocco is going to take him out with the smoke, and Giant Slayers will get a trade onto Thermite, potentially trying to rotate up through the meeting hall. Maxima is going to go pick up that diffuser from Swifty's dead body. On the Ying has seen, he is a new addition, sorry, to Ignited, and could be potentially playing some different roles. He's going to plant backwards behind site, and he's going to be getting hit off by that Echo drone. Albert, nobody knows exactly where the Echo drone is or even if that Echo Drone is still alive, that it is.
Attack
Nothing
is
left,
activated.
however, and a good, well-timed Thatcher EMP allows that to go down. Shadow Dust taking out Conman. 4v3, and the defenders are not in a great position right now. Smoke trying to keep the hatch as of Rocco, and Effect is actually working his way on top of the bomb. Smoke down, and Effect potentially had a kill there. However, his opportunity is wasted, and he's going to make a beeline for the diffuser. Pure will take out PR cars. It'll be down to a 3v3. Holding now from up top was the Ying. Downing Effect will take out Giant Slayer. Shadow Dust takes out
Attackers need to protect the diffuser.
Fire.
Position compromised.
However, not enough time. And especially with one down, Effect will be able to take out Shadow Dust. However, Maximum finishing off Effect, which means Shadow Dust is credited for the kill onto Rocco. Ignited takes home the first round. Good shot there from Maximum to finish off the final defender in the dying seconds of the round. Moving on to the second defense, Delusion will likely like to go back downstairs, give that a second shot, as it was a close round. And a very hectic one as well. Actually, they are going to swap back upstairs, and they're going to pull the Bandit. So once again, a very similar lineup. So, at least to Ignited, it doesn't look like much is different. That might see them prep for the upstairs, or the basement attack. And yeah, they're going to bring the Hibana again. Of course, upstairs attack is significantly better for a Thermite to pop open the main wall and to use the rest of his utility potentially on Attic. But we'll see if, yeah, so Igniter obviously thinking downstairs, pulling the Hibana instead of the Thermite,
Attackers need to
unless
locate
it's just a
and defuse
comfortability
bomb.
thing for Shadow Dust, unless they can kind of tell with the Bandit. Hey, it was upstairs, but yeah, as you can see, Ignited definitely thinks that it's a downstairs hold, and yeah, they've been bamboozled. As you can see, all their, I think 2 or 3 of the drones went downstairs, and one set up in Classroom, yeah, to kind of get that early drone workout. So bamboozled has been Ignited.
10 seconds left.
They still have the essential utility,
5 seconds left.
but it's not as effective as what they could have done with
Attackers
maybe a
have recovered
Thermite
the
instead of a
diffuser.
Hibana.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
You know, a cap, or not a cap, someone with smokes instead of the Ying. The smokes are much better than the flashbangs, especially with how much cover you can see is up in this main hall, or in the dorms. There's a lot of cover to avoid Ying Candelas, and so that's often why smokes are taken up top instead of Candelas. Remember, Thermite taking out some of his anger on the banister, and a quick push upstairs as Swifty kind of walks his way up already. A gas canister used as Rocco is sitting oh so close. And I don't know, okay, Swifty, yes, will see that hole. That may have been ill-advised, as yeah, Rocco is going to get taken out by Swifty, and Conman, sorry, is actually going to get taken out by Cars. A good angle by him, actually opened up by the smoke. A difficult strategy to counter, and a very different one. But with the Monty definitely made it significantly easier. A good flank. Thermite takes out Swifty. Cars gets the refrag. However, Effect will come in and take out Cars. Shadow Dust
Located by
finishing
attackers.
off the Bandit. And this has quickly spiraled down into a 2v1 Maximum, taking out Fire, or Fear. What an eventful round. Very, very good defense, but the attackers were there for the refrags, ready to take out any defenders who went up taking the fight to the defenders as a unit. We'll see if the defenders kind of go for the same style. No, they're going to go back downstairs. Guess Delusion electing to not go for the rehost, trying to... maybe hoping their teammate makes it back in time. They can all leave still in
Attackers
prep
need to locate
phase
and defuse as many bombs as
if they
can.
want a rehost. They are all kind of standing there, maybe debating. They're going to play it out. Most likely, yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Attackers have determined the location of a bomb.
So they are going to play out the 4v5. Of course, it's not an automatic rehost. It is up to Delusion if they want to do it, but they would have to all leave. It is in our rule book. We have planned for these eventualities. Yeah, Thermite has, or sorry, Rainbow has returned.
10 seconds left before insertion.
So he'll be able to play next round. However, this
5
round,
seconds remaining.
and if Team Delusion is down 2-0, will have to be played out as a
Attackers recovered the bomb
4v5.
diffuser. Attackers
And we're
objective
going to
is
see,
defuse the
yes, a
bomb.
very aggressive play here from Delusion. This is the correct way to make up for being a man down. Play it aggressive. With the Echo playing in meeting,
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers have recovered
taking
the
out the
diffuser.
drone was a small sacrifice, unless he was spotted and we were unaware. The Echo being found out in meeting, definitely not great for him. Rocco and Effect peeking that heavily as Comment has actually rotated into meeting to kind of give assistance to the Echo. And Comment's actually just going to do a nice little parkour move up top to solve that problem. Fear and the Zofia of Cars trading some shots. And Swifty actually takes out Conman. And Conman had too much of his attention paid to Cars. And a very aggressive play. However, they were just not able to get a pick out of it. Now all 3 defenders have rotated back down to site. And it will be all about how quickly can Ignited get down to the basement. Starting to open up their rotations now. 1:30 gone, so a decent amount of time wasted. But it's definitely just a different... It's going to be a very different defense. Peeking the hatch very aggressively, taking Cars down to about half health. That Nitro Cell will not hit. However, those Zofia dropped very low and will force, really, Zofia to use a bit of that utility effect.
Attackers recovered the
Keeping up with the aggression and moving back to the rear stage. He's going to peek into meeting, and he will down the Zofia.
Recovered the bomb diffuser.
Zofia, however, he does know that Zofia's picking herself back up. There is that audio cue. Double peek. His Effect, however, is able to escape with his life. Outside, the Monty is down by his teammates. And fighting really in a 1v4 is Effect. He's flashed. He's down the Hibana as the Monty is picked back up. And he has wasted tons and tons of time. This has been a very good job from the mute of Delusion. Trying to go for the pickup, taking out the Ying, taking out once again Fire. Fear actually rotates back upstairs with Rocco. They know that they're trapped in meeting, taking out Giant Slayers. It is all down to the Monty of Swifty, who is pushed onto site. Ripping some shots as Effect finishes off Maximum into the smoke. There's nothing that Swifty can do. Delusion responding to being a man down very well, playing extremely aggressively, shutting down that attack. And wow, what incredible play there from the mute of Effect. Just distracting that push for a full minute, really. Pulling them all into the meeting and then allowing his teammates to rotate up the main stairs and flank from behind, shutting down that attack very, very well. There's a look at the scoreboard. Effect has grabbed 7 kills for himself so far. Very nice job by him. So now, Delusion, after winning the basement, is forced to go back upstairs. Or is this the first time they've gone upstairs? No, they're going back upstairs. They will bring along the Bandit once again. Of course, Ignited knows exactly where the defense is going to be, because they know that if it's in tower or kitchen dining, it's going to be easy. Delusion with their site set up, planning this out very well. using that smoke shoddy SMG-11 combo to their advantage, and of course Mute picking that up in a recent patch as well. It is also something that makes him very viable on this site, especially with the ability to tuck jammers away in corners near staircases. I know there is a trick where you can hop up onto the bed and I think maybe make it onto that little side table right there.
5 seconds to insertion.
And mute off the top of these stairs from inside.
Attackers recovered
Sorry, from
the bomb diffuser.
right there.
Attackers
So
heading out.
it's definitely a good mute jammer. But there's tons of mute jammer tricks, especially with a map with as many corners and confined spaces as Oregon. Mute has become a very often seen trick, and especially with his ability in the basement to be able to deny spaces on the top floor from the basement, certain areas from being droned out. His pick rate has really skyrocketed, especially on Oregon. Oh, we're not quite seeing one yet. Swifty's position has been found out by Conman and definitely heard by the combo of him and Effect. Effect, good thing not going Bandit Nitro. That would be insane. However, Conman has that Nitro cell available to him should he want to push Swifty. Swifty just kind of waiting for any potential flanks. Let's see. With a different push, Swifty's actually just going to move right in. He's taking out the Valkyrie a ton. That is an aggressive play, and Shadow Dust finishes him off. Effect will take out Giant Slayer's Rambo takes out Card. So two of the attackers off the board. Hot trying to rotate up to their Monty, playing on two windows. His maximum on the Ying. The Jaeger is in play, so there's not a huge opportunity for him to, and he will actually be taken out on Repel. Effect with a quick run out will finish him off. Down to a 2v4, and this push has kind of fallen apart from Ignited. Not a whole lot that they could do to stop this defense either. It has been a very good defense. Swifty will take out that Echo drone, and Shadow Dust will open up the long line of sight. However, with that Echo drone still wearing off, they don't quite hear anyone moving up the main stairs. However, the shots ringing off that door frame kind of give away the flanking Jaeger's position. And Swifty playing it very aggressively. Shadow Dust taking out Rocco, however, Rambo taking out Swifty, and Pierre finishing off the final attacker of Ignited. Just trying to make sure he doesn't get in a team kill. 2-2 scoreline. Ignited tied with Team Delusion here, week 4 of the Rainbow Six Pro League on console. Now forced to go to an off-bomb site is Delusion. They will be going to the kitchen dining hall area of the map, bringing along, as generally is needed, Castle, Maestro, instead of the Echo, and the Smoke definitely, partly for the utility, but mostly for the shotgun, to be able to kind of rip apart the wall that makes it so easy to plant behind cover, to plant in a covered area, for the attacking team. Swifty is going to be running the Monty once again. Maximum has picked up the glass, as they know it will likely be the kitchen dining site, the more favored of the two garbage bomb sites on this site. As you can see, this is the wall I was talking about that will likely be impacted by Conman or shotgun by Rocco open. If you reinforce this, the attackers pop this open with a thermite, and they can just kind of tuck themselves in that corner, and there is not really a way that you can effectively get a smoke grenade out unless you're playing like way out here. But if you're playing way out here and they've already opened this wall, then there's generally you're dead. Really is what happens. Yeah, very good use of the castle
5 seconds to
from
go.
Conman. It'll be interesting to see where he uses his other two castle barricades. They've reinforced off mid, so there's going to be no mating presence whatsoever. See, Conman, I'm assuming he'll go for that window, maybe? Ooh, he's going to go... He's going to go for a white stair. Huh. That is different. That is very different. I'm not quite sure what the strategy is there. I guess maybe just allowing yourself to play on those white stairs and not get flanked as easily. That's an interesting play right there. Doing something new with Oregon. It's extremely hard, but if you can do it, it is definitely very helpful. So as you can see, that ball has been impacted and shotgunned open. Of course, the thermite charge is going to go off and take that out. And the Dokebi of Shadow Dust will be picking up the crossfire angle. Maximum just ringing some shots down through that castle barricade, trying to finish it off, and a good angle there from the bathroom. That is Rocco throwing that out, and Giant Slayer is going to rip through the barricade. Stuck on the reload, Effect takes out Swifty, and jumping out is Rocco, finishing off Giant Slayer. A good play there by him. First call comes out from the Dokebi. It is needed to make up for how much the attacking team is down. Cars runs in and will take out Rambo. Shadow Dust getting the kill onto Effect. However, down is Cars, and Fear will be able to finish him off with the Maestro Cam. Down to the Glass and Dokebi. 2 DMRs. The team generally use 2 who hold the plant are now going to be forced into pushing operators. There's another smoke canister gone. Only 1 left as the second call comes out from Shadow Dust. And the potential for a run out, however, none to be had, as kind of just sneaking up the main hall behind that castle barricade is, ooh, the castle Maximum getting a nice angle onto Rocco. Castle breaking out behind him. Maximum doing a nice job shifting. He is very exposed to anyone trying to find him. However, yes, Conman has actually rotated back inside the dining hall table, or behind the dining hall table, sorry. Maximum is going to smoke off, and he's going to try to push in, grab that diffuser, and go for the plant. Really, it should be the other way around without being able to see through the smoke. Maximum is going to be ripped into, trying to finish the kill. He will finish off Conman. A nice shot from him. However, Fear will take him out. 22 seconds left. Down to the Dokebi and the Maestro. Fear sitting on his camera, waiting for Dokebi to push in.
15 seconds remaining.
15 seconds, and Shadow Dust starts to get zapped.
10 seconds.
You'll see from his perspective, no, we will not. Fear doing a nice job locking that round out for Delusion. Using that ACOG to his advantage, holding the angle and securing his team the round. The Dokebi of Shadow Dust unable to get that final kill on to the anchoring Maestro. Back downstairs now, Delusion is allowed to go, and a much more standard bomb site. You're going to see a much more standard push. Almost said unknown again from Ignited. However, if you see that same aggression from Delusion as they pick a clash, which could lead to some especially interesting strategies, then that, if you see that same meeting hall aggression, then that could definitely throw Ignited off. It definitely threw them off last time. However, those were very, very risky fights being taken, of course, by Delusion being a man down due to a leg out. But if they go for it again, will Ignited be ready for it is the real question.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
I bet they're mentally preparing themselves right now, or they should be mentally preparing themselves right now if they're not, for that heavy aggression that we saw last time. I have no idea where Rocco is going to play. The clash we're seeing increasingly is going to be played on Oregon, partly because she is getting the SPSM V9, we'll just say mega upgraded, not only because it's getting full auto, and of course people are like, oh, it's too weak, it's not a great gun. Making it full auto gives it the same exact rounds per minute as the F2, Twitch's F2, and only 2 less damage. Making that SMG from a support shield player pretty much the second or third most powerful gun in the game, which is kind of ridiculous. So we'll definitely see her upgrade working very well in her favor. Rocco playing her very aggressively, not really playing her with the shield. And, oh, he's just defending his teammate as, who's that right behind him? as that is Conman.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Shoots out
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
those Hibana charges.
Attackers dropped the
Those
diffuser.
Hibana X Cairo, sorry. We are about to see the clash of the shields. Swifty versus Rocco standing on opposite sides of the wall from each other. And yeah, that'll be the second round of X Kairos swapped out and using what a play, using that backwards shield and crouching to his advantage, not getting shot in the back at all by the pushing Monty. Rocco will lose a lot of health as he is
Bomb located by
hit
attackers.
by the Zofia and ripped to low health Giant Slayers. Getting the opening kill onto the Echo here, trying to go for a meeting hall flank, oddly enough. That's definitely not the role for him. As now it will be the Pulse. Because this is more the Pulse's role. Sprinting into the meeting hall, he will rip into the Zofia a ton once more. Cars waiting for the flank, and Giant Slayers will be down. However, the Jaeger of Cars taking out Thermite, and just a flurry of kills. Rambo Thermite's taking out 3, Effect taking out Swifty and Maximum. What just happened? Delusion, when it looked like that round was all but lost, down to only Effect. What a double kill. Gee whiz. You see Effect and Rambo pulling it just completely out of their butts, getting 5 kills within about 20 seconds. Delusion salvaging that round, thrusting themselves into a 4-2 lead. What a play there from those final 2 defenders. Not only that, but that was their last defending round, I believe, yes. And so now they're allowed to go onto the attack and carry over that aggression, with aggression now that will be moved into likely a heavy rush push. Of course, seeing the Ash and the Hibana generally kind of makes you
Defenders,
think
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
that this could be a fat quick rush, especially the Hibana paired with a Thermite. They definitely just want to kind of get this attack done and over with. As you could see there, the mute was hiding in the smoke. So Swifty popped a smoke. However, when it hopped on the table, it allowed the mute to rotate from his position, which I believe it was in this area. The smoke popped out on the table. The mute playing in this was able to hide in the smoke. He heard the plant going down as soon as he could just barely see that Monty, and the Monty could not see him at all because of the angle from the stairs. Looking down into the smoke, you don't really see the feet. But from down in the smoke, looking up on the stairs, you could see the Monty's feet. When he saw that Monty turn back upstairs, he rushed upstairs, made sure that Monty was not allowed to survive, and took out the planting Twitch. And then just the triple kill from the Jaeger of Rambo. Just incredible gunplay from him, and we are going to see Delusion carrying out a very quick attack here, as a very diverse attack, I should say. They will come across a roamer in car sitting in the bathroom, over the final 4 defenders sitting on site. Fairly standard form of push conman. Opening an angle. The Jaeger might have a 1-punch. Oh, a 1-punch there would have been able to take out the Buck. It's one of those things that it's not really... of course, you can never predict it. It would be nice. However, the good thing that has happened for Cars is that the bathroom has been completely ignored in the roam clear. Conman has walked right by him. So, Cars will be allowed to play from that position. The ping's coming out from his teammates. Rocco is actually still over there on the roam clear. However, with that exception, it's just going to be a full-on site push. You see 2 people pushing from the tower, making sure that nobody is playing. This is a very odd attack from Delusion. Definitely a very different one, as Car is still patiently waiting as the rest of the attackers get into their position. We're going to see Fear and Effect just still roam clearing up top with only a minute left. The main hatch hasn't even been opened yet. This is just a very different play. Rocco runs right by the bathroom door. Cars is definitely going to go completely untouched. And with only 1 minute left, his position could be very, very powerful.
Attackers have dropped
Lots
the bomb.
of last-minute droning
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
from the attackers as they start to make this push down the main stairs. Cars still waiting. And with 40 seconds left, he might think about potentially starting to push things out. Rambo being taken out by Swifty. A nice angle there from the Maestro. And he's taken out from behind the bomb by effect. However, he has done his job. He has denied the plant. Rocco taking out Giant Slayers. However, up top, Cars will launch his assault. He will take out Rocco, holding from above. Holding in a nice shot onto Fear. Good pre-fires. And the attack is down to only 2. Conman and Effect.
Attackers recovered the
Cars
diffuser.
still on
15
the flank. Fighting, and what a hit onto Effect. All down to the buck. And Conman is nitroed out by Shadow Dust. A great hold there by Ignited. And something as simple as missing one tiny room in the middle of the map, allowing that Jaeger to play there, that just lost Delusion the round. And it's such a small, minute detail that it's easily overlooked. Just a very, very good, it was well played by Delusion. Other than that, it was definitely a different roam clear, not one that you see very often. Fear, fortunately, lagging out. It was a different roam clear, having still pushing as a team, one droning in for the other, making sure that you push together, and it definitely got the roam clear done a lot quicker. It was a very good roam clear from Delusion, but they missed one room, and that one room just so happened to be exactly where the Jaeger of Cars was, picking up 3 kills, ending the round, taking it for his team. Ignited now back to within 1 of Team Delusion. We will see upstairs defense once again. You are going to see Shadow Dust on the Clash. Well, I don't know what the obsession is with Clash, really. I mean, I know you're just using her because she's going to be used all the time. But I mean, like, look at how slow she is. You don't want to use that, you want to use a Jaeger. That's my personal thing. So, Fear has returned. Okay, good. Don't have to rehost. I don't like rehosting. But yeah, we ought to see, because I've seen the Clash be played kind of as like a mirror onto the big window. However, again, that works 2 ways and is really just a 50-50. Who's going to win that gunfight? You can both see each other. Who's going to peek at the right time? And I believe that's what we're going to see her. If Shadow Dust positioning is telling him anything, yeah, he's likely just going to be kind of playing it as that. It definitely helps prevent a push from big window, but that's generally not where the push comes out from in this meta anyways. It almost always comes out onto the bedroom. However, 1 man down. Delusion definitely changing things up, taking a lot of time in the early game, making sure that big tower's clear. Very, very smart, as they will likely launch an assault on the north side and onto B windows. Potentially an attack, a hold from the main window, and an attack onto the B windows. We'll definitely have to see. This will be very interesting. There is a roamer. All the way downstairs is, I believe that is the Jaeger of Cars, yes. Trying to cause havoc. It looks like he has to the buck a little bit. Back. Howling on those B windows is going to take out Giant Slayers. That is the banner off the board. Not a huge amount of utility loss. Some pre-fires coming out. And seeing the Clash, being able to hit her a couple times. Albert being ripped into. And yeah, having the kind of debating about Maximum is actually going to drop Conman. So that's good. And Clash is going to be able to be stemmed back up by the dock. That is where the dock's utility comes in handy. Down to a 3v4. Rambo, Effect, and Rocco. Rocco, yes, holding off the rotation from main. Just trying to make sure the B site push doesn't happen. Being downed is Maximum in those B windows. However, they don't quite know it yet. Rocco will finish out. They'll take out Swifty, sorry. Down to a 3v3. And Maximum is down. He's being picked up with attackers right there. They didn't know that he was down.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Of course, with points turned off, and Maximum going to use that to his advantage. He'll take out Effect. PR Cars takes out Thermite. Or, sorry, Rambo. Keep on calling him Thermite, guys. Rocco has moved his way inside the site. There's not a whole lot he can do. Being pushed from tons and tons of angles. Cars will finish out that kill. Jaeger hitting the clash a little bit. Once or twice. Oh, sorry. And there is a quick look at the scoreboard. 4-4 scoreline, so we're seeing only 2 rounds left. Or, sorry. At the most, 4 rounds left. So, jeez. I'm so lost right now, guys. I'm sorry. 3 to 4 rounds left. We'll see if either team can lock it out. As we have seen a very, very tight one so far. Of course, Ignited. Actually, they're going to... This is of their own volition, because they just lost that upstairs. Or no. They do have to go to the kitchen dining hall. Yeah, sorry, that's a little bit... They're forced to go down to the kitchen dining room site.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So we'll see what they do with this. Again, this is pretty much exactly what you see, but we're going to see Swifty. Ever the I don't get any kills. Hold on, he's got 4, dang it. Generally, the I don't get any kills when I only play shields kind of guy. A former leader of Unknown. I mean, Ignite, you know what I mean. Whatever, the shield man. Swifty has turned into him.
Bomb located by
Glossing
attacker.
over that.
10 seconds
You're going to see
go.
the castle barricades, fairly standard spots,
5
and
seconds to
yeah,
go.
that's actually... See, this is something that we've seen a couple times, and is a very good position
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
to have that castle
Attackers
barricade in
objective
bathroom,
is defused.
just to have a little bit of extra cover for the defenders. Another room to drop back
Attackers
to,
recovered the diffuser.
should they lose control of kitchen.
Attackers
It's
dropped
definitely...
the diffuser.
It's definitely one of the few different things that you can do with Oregon. But it's on a kind of a trashy bomb site, so we'll see if there is a solid attack. Well, of course it will be a solid attack, a solid defense
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
from Ignited. They can pull off what at one point in this meta seemed impossible, winning a defense on the kitchen dining site. Just a lot of games played, really, in this site. Setting up a crossfire, opening into showers
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
is... What is that? Is that a Ying? No.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
What is that? He's sitting there. Okay, calm down. And we're actually just going to see a full-on rush. Rocco taking out Shadow Dust, the Swifty. The Clash will actually also be taken out by Rocco. A very quick rush after a lot of sitting and waiting around. That definitely threw Ignited off. Down to a 3v5. The Maestro being ripped into. That is Giant Slayers having to go back to reload. Maximum doing a nice job repositioning the Echo drones. Fear takes out Cars. We're down to a 2v5. That plant is going to go off. No more Yokais to be used. They're going to try and zap the Thermite to death. However, the diffuser will go down.
Attackers need to protect
Thermite
it.
on very low health. However, 5v2. This will be a very tough retake for Ignited. Still just trying to kind of play angles. They have to be very aggressive with this Conman. We'll finish off Giant Slayers. Maximum will take out Fear and ripping into, I believe that is the Ying. However, Rocco finishing him off. That was Maximum going down, trying to clutch out 1v4 for his team. A very good job there by Delusion. They're just kind of just fooling around for a little bit, kind of setting up, just taking it slow, making sure that Ignited was like, okay, we'll just wait for the push. And then all of a sudden, Delusion was like, okay, 3 Candles, we're in sight, we have full control. It was just all at once attack, and there was nothing holding main hall either for the defense from Ignited. That's kind of what lost them. If they had some kind of hold from the main hall, then they take out the Thatcher. They shut down a rotation that was used really to take out 2 of their own defenders. They would have been able to still focus all of their fire down the main drag, I guess, there from kitchen into dining room. They would have been able to use that utility a little bit more effectively from the Echo and the Maestro, as they would have been able to focus on the utility more as opposed to firing their weapons at the charging Delusion squad. Nonetheless, Delusion picking up a round, going up 5-4. And looking now to attack a downstairs bomb site. We're going to see a pretty standard setup with the exception of this clash again. Dang it, Swifty. You're doing it to me again. I just threw water on top of myself, everybody. This is professionalism at its absolute finest. So Swifty pulling the clash. We'll see if he goes for that same play,
5 seconds left before insertion.
which is a smart one, sitting at the top of the stairs, allowing his teammates to kind of shoot out
Attackers objective.
Havana X Kairos being thrown from afar. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what kind of roam game. Cars is going to sit in the bathroom once again. He's going to sit on the other side this time, though. We'll see if he gets droned out, because I'm not exactly sure if Delusion knew where Cars came from, and it's very possible that they didn't. They 100% could have thought that he was hiding up the stairs somewhere and rotated down White. However, he will be spotted out by a Rambo. Three fires go through the wall, and Cars is now, see, he has changed now from a hiding roamer to a time roamer, really, is what I call them, because I'm different. He's going to be focusing on wasting as much time as possible. He knows now that he's going to get found out, and he's going to get killed by the roam clear of Delusion. The question for him now is how long. Are they going to hold me? Actually, hold on. Hold on. Okay, they're droning the Jaeger out. Okay, yeah, now they're going to be getting in position to push. Yes, now Cars is a time roamer, and he is trapped. This is not something that's great for him. He probably should have rotated to a different room. He's 100% trapped, and he's going to be flashed and pushed out. He's going to drop, however, effect and lower the health of both Conman and Rocco. However, they will take him out. Here's the good thing. He wasted just over a minute and a half, and he took out the Ash. That was the Ash of effect, who has 14 kills. So taking out the top frag and really using it to his advantage. A missed Candela would be a waste of utility as the attempted push down the main stairs commences. And the clash is also good now because it forces, and Swifty could 100% go for that kill if he wanted. I believe that was the Thermite who was a little bit temporarily flashed. Flash is going to see all as Thermite goes down, or sorry, Rambo going down for the defuse plant. There's a strong push as Fear takes out Shadow Dust and Swifty. Fear will take out Maximum as well. The defuse plant is going down. It is all down to Giant Slayer. He'll down one. That is the kill on the Conman. However, Rocco finishing off Giant Slayers. That is a 6-4. And Swifty, when he's getting pushed so heavy like that, there needs to be some different kind of collapse onto the attack from Ignited. That was a very one-sided push. Just all drop hatch, go down into the back hallway. It wasn't a very different. It was, sorry, it didn't cover all the bases. Had there been stronger peaks, a just stronger hold onto the site, as opposed to just the clash and the utility for the plant denial, there wasn't anti-personnel onto the site. Is what I'm trying to say. There was plenty of plant denial, but there wasn't anything really denying the attackers from kind of just walking down the stairs and walking in. to the site. That's a very different approach from Delusion, and a very nice rush tactic from them, as they now take a 2-round lead
Attackers need to locate and defuse
on to
bombs.
match point. So Ignited, the best they can do now is tie, putting up a very, very good fight in the game so far. However, Delusion has just looked very, very dominant these last 2 rounds. Of course, Ignited now allowed to go back up to the top floor, which seems to be a good common sight for them. However, with how good Delusion has looked so far, we'll see if any success is to be had.
10 seconds left.
From this defense of
5
Ignited.
seconds remaining.
Kind of in a little bit of scramble mode right here now. They're only down 2
Attackers
rounds,
recovered the bomb
and it
diffuser.
could be
Attackers are moving
they've
out
got
to
2
locate a
chances
bomb
now to
and
come
defuse
back.
it.
But just with how fast-paced the last two rounds have been, they could be kind of feeling the pressure right now, which changes things up. It also could be the clash play. They've picked her almost every single round, and she hasn't really done anything. There was the one round that she had her effectiveness. She took out, I believe, two sets of X-Kairos. But that was still a lost round, though. And it didn't end up winning the round. It didn't end up really. Well, it affected the round, but it didn't give. Ignited the distinct advantage. It really all it did is slow down the attack. Delusion now working their way through the bottom floor.
A bomb has
As
been located.
Giant Slayers should have been a little bit more quiet. He'll hear the Thatcher running right by, and once again, bathroom is ignored. And hiding his position is Giant Slayers. He's got 2 right in front of him. He's going to have to switch to the pistol, however. He's got time to back off and reload. And Effect will take out Shadow Dust, however, in a very, very good position to get the refrags. Cars will take out 1 car, takes out 2 here, and Command gone. The Bandit and the Jaeger still alive downstairs and have vastly weakened this attack. Rocco takes out Giant Slayers, however, in Effect getting the refrag onto Cars. Back down now to a 3v2 quickly. Ignited drops. Doc of Swifty as they are attempting to floor bang him. And the smoke of Maximum. The final 2 defenders stimming. Getting those overheals in ready for a quick push. Effect, the only attacker really on low health. We're going to go for a quick window break. We will see the smoke rips into him. That F2 doing a whole lot of damage. Maximum, he knows that other window is going to be broken. And he, honestly, I say go for the jump out. If I'm him, Swifty actually takes out Effect. A good shot from him. A little bit of testing the crouch button after that kill. Down to a 2v2. 1 smoke canister going off. But what a shot from Swifty. Taking out Rocco. All down as the being down 1 man has swapped from Ignited on to Delusion. However, Rambo taking out Maximum. It is all down to the Doc versus the Thermite. Rambo, Thermite in the name, Thermite in the blood, ripping some shots into the Doc. The Doc has absolutely no help of Swifty. However, Swifty whips out the P9, pulls out the clutch, and Ignited still alive as the teams as the final players fenced around those kids' bunks. Swifty able to take out Rambo Thermite. 5-6. Ignited 1 round away from the tie, and now it is Delusion kind of on their heels. Their attack, they refragged onto the roamers. However, the issue was they were in a position where they had to refrag. They got taken out very well by that roam combo of Cars, and I believe it was Giant Slayers on the Bandit Jaeger combo, hiding downstairs once again, hiding in the bathroom. And it's really just the fault of target acquisition there. I believe it was Cars and the Bandit. He had 2 people run in front of him. He just didn't know which one to shoot. He kind of went back and forth a little bit. Ripped some health from both. However, a quick takeout there would have. No, it was Giant Slayers. Yes. a quicker takeout of one player definitely would have been a little bit more advantageous. Of course, him and Cars cleaned up those two attackers, but were
Attackers
very
need to
quickly
locate
refragged
and
onto.
defuse bombs.
But they did their job. They definitely weakened that attack and allowed those on-site anchors to clutch out the round. Back to the downstairs defense. They cannot go upstairs twice. We have seen very successful push onto the site every single time since. And the big thing is we aren't seeing the clash pick. Maximum and Swifty on the two plant denials. Shadow Dust, the other man we have seen
10
play
seconds
clash
left before insertion.
on the smoke. So it will be a very standard, very
5
very
seconds to go.
standard meta version of this
Attackers
site
recover
hold.
the diffuser. Attackers must locate and
Pretty much
defuse
the
bomb.
exact lineup that you would expect from the defense. We'll see what Delusion really does with their attack this time. Effect trying to do that
Attackers
hardcore trick
drop the
maybe.
bomb diffuser.
Yeah, it
Attackers
doesn't
have
work on
recovered their
Xbox because Ubisoft hates Xbox. And that's why we started this league. Alright. Cars roaming upstairs in the attic, trying to hide himself once again from the attackers. Albert with Rocco and Fier. Both running in the upstairs. They may go for that very quickly. Rambo popping the half of his favorite operator of all time, Thermite, and On-Man takes out Swifty. Swifty, that is not a great place to play. They've killed you from there already, Swifty. And that actually leaves main site completely clear. There is absolutely nothing stopping any of the attackers from just walking into the site and taking full control. Obviously, the plant will be a little bit hard as you've got the Echo drones and the smoke. Now, Shadow Dust, yes, you have to take an aggressive angle on that, man. They're going to... Delusion squaring up to do exactly what they've done in the past couple rounds. Attacking this basement, just take full basement control. And that is what they will do. Pushing in, Rambo's going to go for the plant. And one smoke canister goes off, however, being absolutely ripped into. In Shadow Dust, he'll pop another smoke canister as Rambo's pushing off of the defuse plant. Once again, all three smokes, however, will miss the mute being down. And it was really all down to, can the flank from Cars work out? No, he is shut down by Delusion. There is only one defender left alive, and it is Maximum, as his two teammates are down. In fact, securing the kill on a Shadow Dust and Giant Slayers. Maximum takes out Rambo, however, finished off by Rocco. A very, very close game. However, Team Delusion taking it home 7-5. Just 2 week of attacks, or sorry, 2 week of defenses from Ignited on that basement site. Unfortunately, Delusion taking advantage of the no personnel being on the site at all, taking home the victory. Once again, 7-5. There is your final scorecard. Thank you all so very much for watching. Again, we will be on a different channel. We'll be on the we'll be on the pro_league_material Twitch channel next weekend. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all then. For Jonathan, Johnny Streams, Ross, that is me. I'll see you later. Have a great night.